So in my previous video, I talked about what's going to take place during the ceasefire. This video is going to talk about what's taking place after the 4-day or potentially up to 22-day ceasefire concludes. Really, it's widely anticipated that Israel is going to resume operations in a very forceful manner. This break will provide much needed opportunities for Israel to recuperate, prepare, and set the stage for swift and robust activities in northern Gaza. The objective is pretty clear here in the initial stages. As you can see, they drove southward, thus creating the potential for double envelopment of Bet Lahia, which is here, so pushing inward here, and then obviously doing the same to Bet Hanun. So what we'll likely see in the stages immediately after is in the weeks coming after the ceasefire, these two areas will go blue, with Bet Hanun and Bet Lahia falling to Israel. However, this will not be the end of hostilities, as Israel, their stated goal is to take the entirety of Gaza City to eliminate Hamas from the region. And this also means they've talked about southern Gaza. What we've seen recently is that southern Gaza could be potentially targeted as well, especially since Khan Yunis, which is right here, has been a Hamas stronghold and planning center, and also a location where they've conducted strikes on Israeli positions as well as Israeli civilians from Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Now, how they move into here is not yet clear. I highly doubt they do like a thunder run down this highway. More than likely, they will use their border with Gaza to push in and once again envelop, staying away from the Egyptian border here, but envelop this city to eject Hamas fighters. That would be months in the future, though. Alternatively, with the conclusion of operations in Gaza City and northern Gaza, the Israelis might tell or present Hamas with an ultimatum demanding the release of all the hostages if they hadn't been released already, and surrender those Hamas individuals that conducted the October 7th hostilities as well as hostilities afterwards. However, Hamas will likely not go for that, and such capitulation is not expected. Therefore, fighting will continue. It will just be a method for Israel to push into southern Gaza. Another scenario, though, that comes up is the potential for Israel to face international pressure to extend any kind of ceasefire once northern Gaza is taken care of, or Hamas is eradicated from northern Gaza, and pressure coming from the United States and others about the high civilian death toll may cause Israel to reevaluate whether they do want to move southward in Gaza City. However, Israeli remarks last month hinted that a prolonged conflict in the south is likely going to happen. They said operations in southern Gaza would be extensive and drawn out, but they are seeking to eliminate Hamas everywhere that they are located, which is also in southern Gaza. When it comes to this approach, it really underlines Israel's readiness to expand military operations as necessary. They do have military bases and military operations preparing for a potential fight in southern Gaza at this point, though they obviously have not been given the launch authority to move in, as northern Gaza continues to be the focus. But after the ceasefire, and potentially after Israel conducts or concludes operations in Gaza City, which could take weeks to months, there is a chance that a focus on Khan Yunis and other parts of southern Gaza will become evident for the Israelis.